Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am back with another video combining lots of things. So, first off, it's Friday. Woo, woo, woo. Finally, right? And so, I am finally playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. It's been a minute, with all the other things going on. But today's prompts are stars, ink, and stencils. I am also combining this with scrap timber, and today's prompt is mixed media, which works into Mixed Media Mayhem. And I'm also combining this with Blooms Around the World over on Ginger's Corner. And today I'm doing Holland. So to earn your flower for this country, you must create a monochromatic layout using blue as your primary color palette. You must also include a windmill somewhere on your layout. Okay, so I have pictures here. I was trying to think of how I was going to work in a windmill. That's just not something the everyday person uses. So I was thinking farm. So I found these pictures I have of my Kaylee bug. Whenever she was a baby. I think she was 3 months old in these pictures. I think it was. And we dressed her up like a little cow, and I did some pictures of her. Because these were some props left over from my photography when I was still doing it. And, so, these are super cute. She's 7 now. They grow up fast. I pulled this scrap paper because it has lots of blue tones in it. And I pulled these blue scraps and ripped them up. And then I have this that I pulled from, I think it's a Simple Stories collection. Yes, Simple Stories Homegrown. I pulled this from that. And then I have these flowers that you know is my go-to flowers. I pulled this from an Echo Park collection. I think it is. Yes, Farmhouse Summer. And so there's my windmill. This is just a little journal prop thing from some of the ephemera from one of those collections. This is from a swap, and I inked it. This is from a swap. I don't know who made it, but it's really pretty. And I made this a long time ago, 2022, for a swap. And then I have this that's from a swap, and it had a yellow flower on it, and I just colored it blue. Looks like it says Twyla S. made that. So, Milk Pail. And then I have my star stencil that I've used a lot from Temu. And then I have my Distress Oxides, Salvage Patina, and Peacock Feathers I'm going to use for the mixed media part. And then I have this stamp. It looks like chicken wire. That is a Stampendous Friends Clean Rubber Stamps. So, I'm going to use it just to add a little something. Because as you can tell, I have some blue. Oh, and I also matted these in some blue paper from the collection. But I don't have a lot of blue overall, but I'm going to add blue with my mixed media. So, let me just move all of this. And I don't know if you can tell, but I did make some little pencil marks for where my biggest paper was going to cover up. So, I'm just going to go with that. And I'm just going to do some basic smushing that I normally do. I just have a piece of packaging here. And get some water. And I'm just going to, I'm just going to spritz it lightly because this is just the cheap Hobby Lobby white cardstock. So, actually, let me smush it all up together so it's not got harsh lines. Ooh, it just went on me. And like I said, I'm just very minimal today because I have all the other stuff that I'm going to add. So, very minimal mixed media today. But it counts, right? Okay. And that's all I'm going to do for that. And then I have my peacock feathers. And my brush for it. And my stars. And so that I could add stars in and use a stencil, I'm doing double duty with this one. So I'm just going to barely do it so that it's barely going to be peeking out. I don't want it heavy and I don't want a lot. But this one is just like a shade darker than what's already there, so. Let's see, my pencil marks there. I think that'll be good. Okay. I'm done with that. And you could totally, if you don't want to waste your ink that's on there, you could spritz it with water and then re-stamp. Okay, let's just do it. I'll spray it off of my paper. You can see it's barely wet. And I'll just put some right here and rub it down. And voila, you have the reverse of what you inked. So kind of reverse stamping, but with a stencil. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with that. So then I'm going to take my stamp and my black intense ink. It doesn't really matter, I don't guess, what ink you use for this. If you used Distress Oxide to stamp it, you could just water it down and give it a more muted look so that it's not perfect and dark. I'm just going to barely stamp in here. That's my goal. I just barely want to touch. I'm not even going to put it on a stamp block, and I'm going to kind of bend it so that it's not touching all of it. And I think that's good. I don't want to overdo it. And y'all know I get carried away sometimes. Not me. Not really. Yeah, I really do. Okay. So, this is going to be my mixed media background. Let's see. Stars, ink, stencils. Used all three of those. Did mixed media for that. So, now all I got to do is create the blue part with monochromatic and what was my other thing? Oh, my windmill. Okay, so I'll have it all once I glue everything on. Okay, so I'm going to start just by gluing this. Remove my water. And I'm just going to put this down. Maybe that's good enough. I think actually it was here. So you know what? I'm going to run this, since it still has ink on it, I'm going to just run it in here a little bit. I don't like the harsh edges as much. That's why I only like the stamp part of it. Okay. I just needed to move this over a little bit more so it won't be covered up when I add this. Okay, I'm going to do that next. I'm going to put this down. Let's see. Got my pencil marks over here, so I kind of knew where I was going with it. Okay. There's that. And I'm going to glue this piece of blue in. This is a great way to use up scraps to still get a full looking layout if you don't have a lot of that paper. Just tear some little strips or tear a piece and then build on it with clusters. Okay, so then I'm going to add my pictures. And I apologize if there's a glare because I can't see my screen. It's really early in the morning, so they're it's still a little dark out. Okay. So then my plan is I'm going to put my cow on here. Ain't this little cow so cute? I don't remember who this was. I want to say it might be Marjorie Ann's, but I don't know. It's been a couple years since I made it, so. Okay, then I'm going to put my fence down. Woo. My glue is getting gunky on the end. It's catching on everything. Okay, let's put a little bit of glue down through here to hold it on. If it would have been wide enough, I would have liked to put foam tape just to pop it up and give it some dimension, but it's not. It's not really, it's too narrow. So we're just going to do this. And it still looks okay because the cow is popped up, lots of it, so. Alright, and then I'm going to tuck my windmill behind my cow over here because, so that it looks like it's more off in the distance because of the size difference. So you're just creating a little scene pretty much. And then I have this, and I'm just going to put it here in front of the fence. I'm going to put it on foam. Even the background of this paper is like a light blue. It has a blue tint. Okay. Then I'm going to add this milk bucket up here. It's been fun pulling out some things and using them from swaps that I'm like, when would I ever use that? But it's super cute. And I have these flowers that I stamped and fussy cut just to stick in this bucket. Because y'all know, anything, these flowers go with anything. Truly, truly, they do. Okay, so then I have this word grow. I thought about doing the title Got Milk. But, I just wanted to use up something I already had. Work on using my supplies. And then I'm going to have this. I think I'm going to put it here just to create the triangle for my date. And I can just put that it's Kaylee because her and Lainey looks a lot alike. It's babies. Okay, and that one is going to be my layout. It's so cute, y'all. It still looks like it's not very blue, but if you come close, you can see it does have lots of blue. And we worked in the stars, the mixed media, and stencils. And we did mixed media, and then monochromatic blue, and a windmill. So, I think that checks all the boxes. I hope you guys are having fun playing along. Go below in the description and check out everyone else that's playing along with scrap timber. Head over to Ginger's Corner to check out the Blooms Around the World game. And there is a Mixed Media Mayhem Facebook group, and I will link it below also. So, thanks for hanging out. Till next time. Bye, y'all.